Cool.
So I'm Josh, I'm from Kiss 92. I've actually been listening to you guys since I was like 16.
Oh,
When I was in secondary school.
Wow, what was the first song that you...
When It All Falls Apart.
Oh, very cool.
Back when MTV was playing music, you know?
Yeah.
I remember that, waking up from the bed.
The music video for it.
Oh,
yeah, that was
fun. Crazy. Yeah, we shot that over 3 days, I believe, and we were very excited because it was one of the first music videos sort of that we'd done. And yeah, there was like that alligator in the bathtub.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think Forever as well. I think, was it used in a film?
Everything I'm Not was in She's the Man.
No, Forever.
Forever was in She's the Man, the opening scene with the
it was. Both the songs were in it. Yes. You're right.
I love that. So,
you're
yeah.
cute.
So when I heard that you guys made a comeback, like with the new album, I was in the radio station, I was just screaming out, like, Veronicas are coming back. But when I listened to the album, I felt like it wasn't a comeback, I felt it was like a re-arrival of the Veronicas. So what has changed?
I like re-arrival. We're going to steal that and use that in every interview today. What's changed? Well, I think that we've just, grown up as women, and, you become more and more empowered in yourself and more comfortable with yourself. And, I always say that when we started out, obviously, it was just like all of our emotions like thrown on the wall, that first record, and even parts of the second record. But, as we delved into that second record, which was Untouched and Take Me on the Floor, we did start to become and find strength in vulnerability. And so with You Ruin Me, being the first single from our third album, that song was really us showcasing for the first time, on a public level, that there is strength in vulnerability and that we, possess that. And so we've just loved, growing up with our fans, loving what we create, telling our stories, and
you've seen your fans grow as well.
Yeah, we have.
They stay with you.
That's amazing.
We have, and we played a show here last night. It was the very first show we've ever played in Singapore, and we were meeting a lot of them for the very first time, and it was crazy. I mean, they knew every single word to the songs, and just the love, and to see how much the music means to them, it was totally a unforgettable experience for us. Yeah.
For everyone looking from the outside, what is, because you've been in the industry for over a decade now, right? Mm-hmm. So for people looking from the outside, what is something more beautiful than you expected about being in the music industry, and something that's not as pretty?
Well, I mean, the most beautiful thing is truly the human connection to your fans. Mm-hmm. When you get to meet the souls of the people and hug or, talk to the people that your experiences through music have influenced or impacted in some capacity, that's the most humbling experience. I mean, that's why we do music, and to see that and experience that is really an overwhelming experience. So that's definitely the most beautiful, I would say. And then on a totally superficial level, the travel, being able to go to new places and experience it through our, because of our music, is a great honor.
I think on the downside, that's that same thing as travel. It's very exhausting, at times, and it can be,
lonely.
Months and months on the road away from your loved ones, like our family and our friends, and so that side of things isn't as glamorous, I guess. We're very lucky because we have each other, but we have been doing this for a long time, so it can feel very, very lonely. But it's just all about prioritizing, I guess. These days we try to do things that make us feel at home. We bring things with us that make us feel at home. We have our little incense
pillows
and our
everywhere.
crystals, and we literally travel with these huge pillows.
My pillow from my bed, I actually won't go anywhere without it. I cried
blankets,
the other day 'cause
pillows.
I forgot it.
Toys.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yes, very.
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do a little speed round. I'm going to go on a date with the Veronicas. Everyone, actually. A date with the Veronicas.
Aren't we lucky?
Yeah, so what I do on dates
It takes
is
4 men to deal with 2 Veronicas.
I'm going to ask you questions. That's what I do on dates. I bludgeon my dates with questions. That's why I'm single.
But did you hear about that study that you do when you meet someone for the first time, there's this set of 38 questions, and if you ask them those 38 questions and you stare at each other for 8 minutes after, the success rate of falling in love with that person's like 80%. What? It's like this study.
I prepared some questions.
So we're going to fall in love right now?
Yeah, we're going to I'm getting some looking to at the same time.
Okay,
let's go. Favorite movie of all time?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
That's mine.
Wait, see, we're already in love.
We're getting in love.
Should we go question, or do you want
Go
answers
ahead,
from
go
both people?
Both.
I'm really indecisive.
Pick one.
My favorite movie of all time. Yeah, Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet.
I love that.
I'm a sucker for star-crossed love.
Coolest country you've ever performed in?
Singapore.
Nice.
We're not even lying about that. Like, that's legitimate.
With the humidity and the heat.
We love humidity. We want to move here because of the weather. If you took everything else out, just the weather alone, I love it.
Okay. A type of food that your friends love but you haven't tried yet.
That your friends love.
We've
Tried a lot of stuff.
I mean, we've never eaten fish. We're actually allergic to fish.
We have anaphylactic allergies to
Yeah,
fish.
we also don't believe in eating fish, but we've never tried it because we will die if we do.
Isn't that weird?
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So the majority of people know what that's like, but we don't.
We've never.
I've never tried chewing gum or bubble gum.
Really?
It's bad, yeah.
That's right, it's banned, so yeah.
Yeah, I've never tried.
That's interesting.
That scares me. I was swallowing that and then
Oh,
ballooning.
yeah.
I don't know. That's the story that I was told. Like bubble gum, you balloon if you breathe.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's
And
really
everything
funny.
is so beautiful and clean.
Because of that band.
So much
Wonderful.
respect for.
Yeah, just because of that one band.
What's your favorite word and your least favorite word?
Love is my favourite word.
Oh, Jessie.
That's really predictable. Otherwise,
No, that's so sweet, is what I was going to say. That's really
my
sweet.
least favourite word would be like an ugly word, like
Ugly is my least favorite word. I don't like the way it sounds.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Anything, any sort of, any word
I don't
that
like
has a real
G
negative,
words, like
sort of
Groot or
connection to
something.
it. Groups.
Thankfully, you're not Veronica. Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
that would be. See,
Have
the
the same
G,
ring to
the
it.
G makes
Yeah.
things a little ugly. It's the G and ugly that makes it sound.
What's the most painful thing you've ever experienced?
Heartbreak.
Yeah, heartbreak.
You didn't like slip and fall. I
Oh,
split
nowhere
my
near
jaw.
as bad. Nowhere
No.
near as bad as heartbreak.
If you could fly to anywhere right now, where would you go?
I want to be right
We
here.
choose not to fly.
Yeah.
We don't want to
We
leave.
want to stay.
We're gonna chain ourselves to this like couch.
Okay, last one. If the Veronicas were the queens of the world, what would you change or fix?
Oh. How much
How long
time do we
have
have? A lot of things. I think that starting with educating people on self-love, tolerance, acceptance. So I think that I don't know how we would do that necessarily because we don't have a lot of time, but that would be a great strategy that we would put into place for that. And then obviously I would really I would change the animal agriculture industry dramatically. And I would try to encourage people on a broad scale to really embrace and get plant-based diet in a mainstream.
It's my first
Right.
day being vegetarian.
Today, really?
Yes. I haven't had breakfast, but
Congratulations!
maybe that will change my lunch.
Oh,
but I don't
honey.
know. I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm trying.
yeah.
Do
Congratulations!
you need
Yeah.
some? We can give you some good recommendations of
Yeah.
great dishes.
I'm
and-
going for quinoa, couscous,
Yeah.
Amazing.
hummus,
Yes.
guacamole. I'm
All
trying
my
to get
favorite
all of that
things.
in.
Yes.
Good for you.
So, yeah.
What's your favorite sort of
What's usually
what would be
your
the
favorite?
hardest sort of
Sushi.
thing for you? So you
See,
love
that's
sushi?
the opposite of
Well, you
you.
can
I
do a
love-
make. Oh, okay, so fish.
I love
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love
okay.
sushi.
There's some really good. Well, you know that there is fake fish, like fake.
Yeah, like mockery.
and it's really good.
Really?
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
See, the problem about a lot of the vegetarian food here is they deep fry it.
Yes.
They put a lot of oil.
Yes.
So
How do you like to cook?
I can. I don't cook very well.
If
But
you're
I
gonna
like-
be veggie,
You want to learn.
you're gonna have to learn.
The thing is, when I cook, I don't like eating what I cook. It just doesn't taste
Ah.
as good. I don't know why.
You need some great sort of vegan sort of sauces and
You can get
things
vegan
like that.
mayonnaise. You can get, you can get like fake bacon bits. You can get all the different. I mean, basically anything that you can that isn't vegan, you can get vegan. We just need to come over and cook for you, basically.
Why don't we
And
do that
convince
next
you of
time?
it.
We should.
Yeah, we'll
That's
do
so
that.
cool.
We'll
Thank
we'll
you.
do a big vegan feast.
I truly think that that's amazing that you're doing that, and I see more and more, especially younger people, choosing those options, even if you do it slowly. One plant-based meal a day, replacing one plant-based meal a day is, that's just it makes a huge difference. It really, really does. So anybody doing what they can is so admirable, and I think
The
that's
way I look at it is, if you're gonna eat meat, you must be able to watch the animal diet and be cool with it.
Agree.
If you can't, if you watch like like a chicken getting, you know.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, Lisa's got 6 chickens in LA actually, where we spend some of our time. And before
they're
that,
like babies.
you know, we would eat chicken, and then, you know,
Oh, I
once you
couldn't.
experience this connection with animals, it's like how did I ever do that?
Yeah.
You can't even believe yourself.
I think it's just about sort of educating people, and like you said, I think a lot of people are unconsciously just eating. They're not thinking about what they're actually eating, and I think as soon
Who
as
they're
you
eating
just
is
put
what they say, like-
yeah, or who you're
Who you're
eating,
eating.
yeah.
I like
And once that light switches on, then the changes can be made.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. See, that was cool.
So cool.
Totally
I think
off
that
the
we
script
are
there,
quite in
but
love
that
now.
was nice. Very nice to talk to. Can I take a quick photo with you?
Of course, darling.
Yay.
Yeah.
Want more? Hit subscribe and thumbs up this video. Yes.